One of my favorite memories of Nate and traveling with Nate was going up to Minot, North Dakota for a weekend of shows. In the car ride up there, it's about 11 hours. Had a lot of time just to talk and BS and share ridiculous stories and things you're maybe not so proud of. But in the midst of all that, I think, if I remember right, it was Nate who said all these things you might not be super proud of, but to do it for the story. And the weekend went great. Shows were awesome. Sunday morning, we're looking to leave, and we see that there's a giant snowstorm coming. And us hard-headed wrestlers decided, nah, we can make it. It's 11 hours. As long as we get out of North Dakota, we'll be fine. Well, about an hour into our drive, we get hit with a bunch of snow that did not let up. You could barely see 15 feet ahead of you on the interstate as you're going about 30 miles an hour. And lo and behold, our 11-hour drive turned into 17 hours. The whole time, I think, distressed, mad, we all just said to ourselves, do it for the story. And we did it for the story. We all came back happy and healthy and survived. And I think Nate also was one of those guys who just lived to tell stories. He had that glimmer in his eye that you hear about, that you rarely see, but he just had something about him that you were not going to stop him from doing what he could do. He found ways to do it, and he was wildly entertaining doing it. I always also remember just being super nervous being in the ring with him, and I think that was only about a couple of matches, 2 matches, I think, maybe 3. But he was the most complete wrestler that this area has. He was fantastic at everything he did, and he could have been going around the world times and time again, but he was in this area for a reason, and that was to build it up and create something special. And he did. And so anytime I was in the ring with him, I made sure that, it was in the highest regard that I perform at my best. And because he just demanded that respect. He demanded that, that love of pro wrestling. Can't say it still feels real, but it's hard not knowing that we're not going to have another text of just the upcoming shows and just generalities that come with it. And man, I owe you a lot, Strife. I wouldn't be, my life would be a lot different if it wasn't for Strife. And I'm so happy that I knew him for even just a short amount of time. So, boss, we're going to keep your fire lit around this area.